The road loss in San Diego behind him, it's time to turn this town purple as the Vikings are back, opening at the Dome against Tampa Bay. We're looking ahead to the high school hockey season this fall. Our MN Hockey Hub experts pick the top 4 teams in the state. We're reconnecting with a Minnesota hockey standout and Don's take on the Vikings. It's all ahead. It's Game On. It's an exciting day. We're nestled and tucked in downtown Minneapolis. This amazing view. What great atmosphere here. Every day is sweet on the roof at 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar in the heart of downtown Minneapolis at Block E. And once again, you have found us. This is Game On, powered by 7. Delighted to have you with us, Rod Simons. And it is game day. The town is bustling. The streets are packed. Lots going on. Twins right over there. The Vikings down this way. And it's game day. Vikings looking for a big win over Tampa Bay. And as you know, when we get together on Game On, we always start this shindig with Game On by the numbers. And for the Vikings, it's back-to-back home games. As I mentioned, Tampa Bay today, the Detroit Lions next Sunday. We'll see what those guys are really made of out of Motown. 6 home games left for the Twins in their season. The Wild are set to hit the ice, believe it or not, for their preseason. And the NBA still in talks to end the labor standoff and save their season. And delighted to start this game day Game On with the new man in town, number 92.
Yep.
Remi, Ayodele, welcome to town.
Thank you.
Good to have you here, big man.
Glad to be here.
We got to start with the do. That's cool.
Yeah.
How long have you had the cut?
I think maybe like 2.5, 3 years now.
It's you.
It is me. It is me. People keep wondering when I'm going to cut it. I'm not cutting this thing.
I was busting him up as much as you can, considering how small I am and how big he is, about the San Diego game, because a lot of you have been talking about it. And he said, I've forgotten about that. And I laughed because it's true. NFL players forget about the game, win or loss, that's right behind them. And so you're thinking about Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay only.
You have to. I mean, if you think about the last game, you're just going to dwell over it. And we got another game to play, you know. We got to get a win, so we're ready to go.
So do you learn from what happened in that second half?
Oh, absolutely. We just need more energy, you know, just as a whole team. Because we was doing pretty good the first half.
You got that right.
We watched film and we did some really good things. You know, I think we actually shocked them when we were out there. So we learned. Hopefully we'll see. Did they out-adjust you guys? What happened on Sunday? I don't think they out-adjusted us. I just think we need more energy. You know, that once they got the energy and the momentum on their side.
At their home place.
At their home place. First game, everybody's picking them to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And once you get that crowd behind you, you know, that helps out a lot.
They're not that good.
I don't want to say that because they beat us, so they got to be kind of good.
Tampa Bay's in the house. What's it going to be like to be in the Dome, your first game after playing seasons with other teams?
I'm excited. I mean, when we was out there in San Diego, there were so many Vikings fans out there. And I was shocked, and I was just like, oh, I can't wait to play at home. So I'm really excited for it.
You replaced a very popular Viking here, part of that Williams wall. Every time I'm around the team and I see you, you're always smiling, very relaxed about it. There's a confidence in what you do.
You know, I just work here, man. You know, no, I just have a good time with life. I'm just happy to be, you know, playing with the Vikes, and you know, I watch them a lot. I watch them on film a lot. I'm glad that I'm here and I get to, you know, learn off of a guy that's been here for years and has dominated. And so I'm just happy to be here in this new atmosphere, and the team's great, coaches are great, so I'm always in a good mood. It's game day. Number 92's in the house. Couple more segments with the big man. We're talking about it all, only here on Game On. And don't forget, you can always catch up with us and get the latest on your teams at our site. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Great blogs. Vikings are covered A to Z by Shocker's Locker. Twins Insider is Brandon on baseball. We talk Wolves, Wild, MMA, and it's all our shows too right here. We link you to our Viking partner website, purplepride.org. So check us out, please. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Time for fans to weigh in. We call it Voice of the Fan, brought to us by Fan HQ at Ridgedale Mall. We're talking the 4 big teams in high school hockey this coming season.
Duluth East is absolutely loaded for bear. They're bringing just about everybody back. They've got the top forwards. Jake Randolph is my preseason Mr. Hockey winner. They've got the great coach in Mike Randolph. He's motivated, and they want to bring a championship back to Duluth, much like the Bulldogs did in the spring.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
What's this all about?
We're giving Rich the NFL experience of a goal line dive.
Really?
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Can I make it?
On the internet, yes. Into the end zone, no.
Welcome back, it's game day. It's number 92 in the house, GameOn powered by 7, the ultimate event destination in downtown Minneapolis. Rod Simon's number 92, Remi, Ayodele. What do you think about the sky? This is kind of cool up here, isn't it?
I'm not even gonna lie, I was really shocked when I got to Minneapolis and I came downtown and I was like, man, this is really nice. It's really nice out here.
Well, it's great to have you here. You might not know this, but not only did he have he's had a great NFL career and he's won a Super Bowl, we'll talk about in just a minute, because you'll remember it very, very well as he smiles. You had a great college career. You played with number 28 for Pete's sake, Adrian Peterson. It was sweet at Oklahoma.
That I did, man. He was a beast there and he's still a beast here. So it's good to have him back on my side.
So was he the first guy you called when you signed and said, hey, I'm coming to town?
No, I didn't call anybody. You know, he heard. I mean, he ran up to me when we was doing our physicals. You know, he was excited. I'm excited. So it's a good deal.
Yeah. Is it tough coming into a place where you've had a lot of success? I know you playfully said, you know, it's a business, it's a job, but you make roots, and you had a great time in New Orleans.
I did.
Is it tough coming to a new place, starting all over again?
I think if I was younger, maybe. Just, you know, just being in the NFL, and I've been on a few teams starting off. And I adjusted. You know, I was in New Orleans for 3 years, and I love those guys. You know, we had a good time. But, I mean, I didn't feel like it was a downgrade or downfall. And I was excited to come. Yeah. You know, so I probably was more excited to get here this year than going back to New Orleans, to be honest with you. So, no, I wasn't too hard to adjust at all.
Is your defense better than they're getting credit for early in this season?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just think we're so fast. You know, we learn really well. I mean, we played really well together on Sunday. Yeah. I think we have a chance to be one of the best defenses, top 10 for sure.
Does it take time to gel and get together?
It does. I mean...
Or is that overrated?
It is a little overrated because we are professional.
Right.
We're professionals. So, you know, you just got to mesh together. Everybody's got to be on the same page. We got some great leaders. So as long as you have those leaders on defense, I mean, we're going to be fine. I mean, we probably have about 5 guys that could be captain.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when I look at that Sunday game, and I know a lot of people are down on it, but when you have defensive plays, game-changing defensive plays, as many as the Vikings had, that is a great way to start the season. That's something you build off of.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what the coaches said. They were really excited about the things we did do good, but how much better we could have been if we would have did the little things. Yeah. So that always excites you, you know, and you just work on that and see where we go from there.
We're putting it together. It's game day, number 92 in the house. One more segment. It's only here on Game On. Don't forget, when you join us here at 7, we got you covered with a free charge for that cell phone. The T-Mobile charging station will take care of you and put a charge in that very important smartphone of yours. It's all courtesy of T-Mobile and 7. And as always, fans have a voice here on Game On. We call it Voice of the Fan, brought to us by Fan HQ at Ridgedale Mall. We're talking high school hockey. Who are the 4 surprise teams this fall? Here's the second of 4.
The Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights are a team that are a mini version of another team I mentioned, the Duluth East Greyhounds. They're young, they're talented, they can score, they've got goaltending, and they've got the master motivator in Ken Pauley. Look out for the Red Knights. They could win their first AA state title this year.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? T-Mobile's here to help. with America's largest 4G network. Facebook, gaming, entertainment. T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each for a limited time. From America's largest 4G network.
T-Mobile.
Check out our latest 4G smartphones like the HTC Sensation and the MyTouch 4G Slide.
Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deeply, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deeply believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deeply, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Welcome back. Game On, powered by 7, the ultimate event and destination in downtown. Rod with number 92, Remi, Ayodele. It's game day, Vikings and Tampa Bay a little bit later on Fox 9. When you look back at your career, and you're in the prime of your career, some of your best games came against Minnesota, and you were gigantic in that NFC Championship game with 8 tackles and big plays to set up fumble recoveries, all that. And you smiled when I mentioned that because you know that you gave Minnesota a lot of pain.
I did. I mean, every time we played them, you know, they always had that defense you always hear about.
Yeah.
So you go into the game and you know those two tackles in the middle. You kind of want to make a statement, you know. And I always try to step up every time we play the Vikings.
And now you're looking at a team that really is flying a little bit under the radar.
Yeah,
everybody seems to be talking about Green Bay and Chicago and Detroit.
I'd much rather have it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys just say that, or do you?
I think, me personally, I'd much rather have it that way.
Yeah.
I know a few of our coaches much rather have it that way. You know, talk's talk. You got guys predicting who's going to be in the Super Bowl week 1. Come on.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
There's no way you know that.
Even though you're a defensive guy, you look over and you see number 5, who didn't have a great Sunday. But I've watched him all preseason, and I still think that what he brings to the table is invaluable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, his leadership, I mean, he's been there, you know. He's a real professional. So, yeah, you know, he had a little off game on Sunday, but he'll be fine. You know?
Who do you got to stop against Tampa Bay later today? They got a young quarterback.
They got a young, he's a big boy, though. I played against him a few times. He likes to run that ball.
He does?
Yeah, I just think the O-line, D-line, as long as we're playing all right, we'll be all right all year.
Remi, we love having you here. Oh, and by the way, before we get out of here, you got your own clothing line. Tell us about it.
I do. Weirdos.
Weirdos.
Yes.
You see it right there.
Right there.
Right underneath it.
Weirdos.com. Check us out. You know, it's cool T-shirts. Got a couple hats. I think everybody out here will love it. You know, it's just a little thing me and a couple guys do back at home.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for about 2 years now, and it's been doing pretty well.
Where's home, by the way, when off season?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're Texas. Grand Prairie, right?
Grand Prairie.
Very nice. Remi, Ayodele is with us, number 92. Welcome to town. Great to have you here. The big man's in the house, only on Game On. Every week it's something. Time now for Who's Hot and Who's Cold, brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems of Anoka, your personal temperature specialist. Who's hot? The Wolves. These guys have got it right, naming Rick Adelman their 10th head coach in franchise history. He's 8th all-time with coaching victories, 945, 20 seasons. He's been with 4 NBA teams. Bottom line, folks, this guy knows how to coach winners, and we're delighted to have him. The Wolves get it right. They're hot. Who's cold? It's got to be the Twins. As fans continue to pay a premium to watch, the team staggers to the season's finish line. Disappointing is an understatement, as the team falls some 30 games under 500, and next season's lineup looks murky. Here's hoping big positive change is ahead during the winter. That's Who's Hot and Who's Cold, brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems of Anoka, your personal temperature specialist. And always on our radar, Fan HQ's Voice of the Fan. We're talking high school hockey. Who are the 4 surprise teams this fall? Here's the 3rd of 4 from Pete Wagner.
I love the offensive play, but I also love the defensive play. The Minnetonka Skippers are loaded. Another team with veterans returning to the roster. Brian Urich has his team disciplined. They're in the toughest section in high school hockey, but they have the ability to put the puck in the net, which a lot of teams wish they can do. Look out for the Minnetonka Skippers.
Working together means working efficiently. And a Lynx home comfort system may just be the perfect example. Its air conditioner works together with the furnace. And that works together with the air purifier. And that works with you by saving you up to half off your heating and cooling bill.
The future of home comfort is here now at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Get the latest in innovation and technology at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Lynx. Innovation never felt so good.
Hey, Dave, we're out of Bud Light.
Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app.
Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app.
I gotta get a new phone.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, the ultimate event destination on the roof. Great weather, Rod, and you know and love her. It's Don Mitchell from Fox 9. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. You've been to the 3 different locations. This is
the best by far.
This is amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You are just back from San Diego a few days ago. You saw what happened. Awesome first half, suspect second half. Which is the team we're going to see?
You know, that is the #1 question I've been asking. That is what we need to find out this weekend, because we're hoping that it's the first half team.
Right.
If it's the second half team, there's a lot of work to be done, but I don't think people should be jumping off the ship, because I think the reality check has to take place.
Right.
We knew that Big Pat was gone.
Right.
We knew that we had a new quarterback. We knew that Sidney Rice was gone. We knew that there would be issues to work out in Game 1 against the Chargers.
Yeah.
So I'm not a panic button kind of person.
Me too.
So even if it is the second half, I don't believe it is the second half team.
I
think they failed to adjust to a very good Chargers.
And I asked Remi that exact question, and he said, you know, I don't know if it's so much the adjustments, but it looked like it, because that first half, they stunned San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked great.
Mm-hmm.
That's the team you want to see because of what they were doing defensively.
Now, I am no coach, but I think I'd like to see Percy Harvin run some more back. Percy wants to run some more back. I think they should use their tight ends if they say they're going to. I think there should be more coverage. Now, of course, this is all on offense. Defense had some issues too.
Right.
But when you have Jared Allen and guys like that, and they know what the issues are, and they were ticked off in the locker room, Jared was very verbal.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll see those same mistakes when you have a Greenway and a Jared Allen. However, the offense needs to tinker a little bit. And I'm not putting this all on Donovan McNabb.
I don't think you can. And we got to see more Adrian Peterson. A lot of things yeah, exactly. A lot of things to talk about real quickly. The Wolves, right across the street there. I think they got it right by Rick Adelman. Your thoughts?
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
I was hoping in their pursuit all summer that it would turn out to be him. I think he's going to be great with the young guys. I think this is the reason why Kevin Love will sign an extension.
Love that.
I think it's just aces across the board.
Twins. They're playing right across town here.
They are?
In just a little, believe it or not. Your thoughts on what we can expect after the season? Because I think they've got a lot of work to do.
You had so many of your guys injured. It was one of those ridiculous seasons that a team goes through. I do think that there have been issues with the guys. When you call up a troop load from a minor league, you're going to see this. But with the guys that we have here, there will be changes. Yeah. When you take a Tommy out and Joe Mauer's not there, and Morneau's not there, when you cut off the head, the body's going to scramble. That's what I always say, and that's what happened to the team this year. So let's see what is put back in place brain-wise and stability-wise, and I think we'll be fine next year.
You okay about the Bruins winning the Stanley Cup? You're ready to move on now?
Yeah, I'm moving on because I saw what the Patriots did against Miami too. So yes, I've got my Bruins champion hat. But you know what? This is what I say. My Bruins have won it. It's out of the way in my lifetime. It's time for the Wild.
Absolutely right.
I'm giving it up for the Wild this year.
Don will be on Fox 9 tonight at 10:15. 10:15. Don
Post-game
Mitchell.
show after the game.
That's
too.
right. Don Mitchell on Game On. And now the Wheels of Thunder week ahead. Vikings host Detroit on the 12th. The Twins get Seattle on the 20th, and the Gophers host North Dakota State at TCF Bank Stadium. The Wild are at the X against Columbus on the 23rd. Stars Soccer at Carolina on the 24th. Don't forget, millions of people struggle to put food on their tables here in Minnesota. We're at the heart of efforts to fight hunger head on. Join us November 7th at Mall of America for Taste of the NFL as it stages its night to help eradicate hunger. Go to tasteofthenfl.com for more information. On the Wheels of Thunder radar, September 23rd through the 25th, Superbike in Brainerd. On the 24th, the AMA Pro Flat Rack Grand National Championships, and on October 1st to the 2nd, it's bracket drag racing at BIR. Upcoming events at 7, we'd like you to pay attention to DJ Cheap Shots, September 24th at 9 o'clock. The Fall Festival of Hope, benefiting St. Jude Hospital. That is the 11th annual, and that's September 29th. And a Walk to Remember, the Love for Japan Project, October 23rd. I'm telling you more about that in the coming weeks. And that's your Wheels of Thunder week ahead. The loudest voice of all is always the voice of the fan, brought to us by Fan HQ at the Ridgedale Mall. Our 4th out of the 4 teams you need to look for as champions this fall in high school hockey, brought to us by Pete Wagner of mnhockeyhub.com.
The Eagan Wildcats, with a huge 3rd place finish last year, return a bunch of veterans. Michael Zajac, Merchant, the company are very good. They've got good defensemen, and they're going to bid. But look out for the Edina Hornets. They are very deep, very good, a very good hockey team, and incredibly well coached. Look out.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
And it is time for the MIAC Minute. Delighted to have the men's and women's golf coach from MACALESTER, Martha NAUSE, with us. Coach, thank you for being here.
Great to be here.
You know, it's interesting because our weather is a little crazy at times, so your golf season is accelerated a little bit. You split it over 2 seasons. But before you got into playing, you had a special encounter with your team and the Special Olympics. Tell us about that.
Well, one of the new initiatives with the NCAA Division III is to partner the student athlete group, SAC, with Special Olympics. And we had an opportunity, there was a Special Olympics state championship in golf going on down the road, and they were looking for volunteers. So my whole team was around. We didn't have classes because we were in our preseason. And so I took them all out there and they volunteered and scored for those athletes. It was great.
Now that you have school in session, you're turning around in just a couple of weeks with a big one, October 1st to the 3rd.
It goes so fast. As you said, with our weather, our seasons are fall and spring. We split it all up, but our fall season is when we have our conference championship. So we have a couple of weeks of preseason. The kids get into classes, and we basically at that point have 4 weeks in our conference championship. So it's fast and furious.
You gonna win it? What's
oh
the
no, we're
prediction?
not going to win it. Reality. We've got a very, very strong conference. On the men's side, St. John's is sort of perennial, going for conference or national championships. Yeah. And on the women's side, Gustavus is sort of the same situation.
Wow.
So we have a very, very strong conference. So we'll see what happens. If we can get them all together at the same time, we could be competitive, but maybe not for the top spot.
Well, we're pulling for MACALESTER here on GameOn. So good luck.
I hope so. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Martha NAUSE with us. It's the MIAC Minute here on GameOn. As always, we'd love to have you join us for a live taping of GameOn here at 7 at Block E downtown. Check our website for up-to-date guest updates. You can view all the shows too. And stay in touch with us through Facebook, Twitter, and all our shows are on iTunes as well. It's only GameOn TV. And as you know, each and every week we take a few moments to highlight the young athletes out there that are on our radar and doing some very, very good things. Our intern Maddie Moore took a few moments to go back a little bit old school here, talking to a former Gopher and NHL standout who is now helping kids. Maddie?
Thanks, Rod. I'm here with Lance Pitlik. Lance, you're all about improving youth hockey. What's your favorite part of your job?
You know, it's really working with kids on a regular basis and taking them from one point in their development and getting to another point. I really enjoy working with the younger kids because that's where it's so impactful, because they're like just a plain lump of clay and you get to mold them, and they're so receptive to the different teaching techniques that we use with them. But it's been a great journey since retiring from playing in the NHL to coaching. I'm still involved in the game, and I just couldn't be happier.
Yeah, and you're in a great place to be involved in the game. I mean, here in Minnesota, hockey's year-round.
Absolutely. It's changed since I was playing. We didn't have the AAA programs such as the Blades. Back then, as I guess more people are playing at that level now. And fortunately or unfortunately, kids are specializing at a younger age. They're playing the sport year-round, but I guess the coaches and the programs, the off-ice training is so much more available, readily available around the Twin Cities area, that players are really fortunate to live here because there is so much opportunity.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to with this winter season?
Well, you know, for us, the spring and the summer we have a AAA season. When the kids go back to their associations, this is the time I really enjoy, because that's when we get the emails and the phone calls from the parents, because we work out with them on a regular basis. We don't see the changes that they see when they go back to their associations, because it's so constant and we're doing a lot of the same things over and over. So when they call us and they say, boy, I can't believe how much better my son has gotten over this summer and spring, thank you. Those are the emails and phone calls I like to receive.
I'm sure you get that proud parent,
Absolutely.
proud coach moment.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being here with us, Lance Pitlik.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Back to you, Rod.
Busy show indeed, but before we go, my old friend John Henk is back. So while we're going to the Dome to watch the game, you're winging your way west, and why?
I'm going to Oakland to meet Brad Pitt.
The Brad Pitt.
The Brad Pitt, yeah.
Nice.
Well, Moneyball, the movie, comes out on Friday. It's a movie about the Oakland A's and how Billy Beane, their general manager, evaluates baseball players. Not the traditional 5 tools, rather math and stats. So why is that interesting? Brad Pitt, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Aaron Sorkin, who co-wrote Social Network and West Wing, did the movie script as well. It's intriguing.
Very good stuff, and Twins fans know all about the Billy Beane effect because they've encountered that over time. So we'll have that next week.
We will. Brad Pitt.
John, one-on-one with Brad Pitt. That's it for us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day. Go Vikings, and we'll see you back here next week. Keep
with
your game
Brad
on.
Pitt.
Indeed, indeed.